have my jersey.
These three formulas, I will not give them to you on test. These are for you to remember. Why? Because you don't get them in calculus, so you don't get them on the ACT. So, no. Slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1.
What page is this?
This is in your notes, the final page of your notes, 1.10.
How did I miss so much?
We did this in class. Maybe you're just gone.
I missed one day for the lead crew.
Got it.
I don't think so.
Got it. Yeah, don't worry. We took care of that. You don't need that. Trust me. Okay, point slope form. Y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So those are the two that usually people maybe struggle a little bit more to remember. And slope intercept form is y equals mx plus b.
My favorite one.
That is the favorite one, not only Mr. Ledger, but also Mr. Jeffrey. Anybody have Mr. Jeffrey right now for class? Nobody?
Last year.
If you see Mr. Jeffrey, go up to him and say y equals mx plus b. He will love it. Okay? Absolutely love it. Those three you got to remember.
MX plus B.
Horizontal lines and vertical lines. Okay? I will try to give you a little synopsis of those. Suppose I have the coordinate 3, 2, and I have another coordinate of negative 4, 2. If I draw a line that connects those, that is what we refer to as a horizontal line. A horizontal line. As you consider that horizontal line, look at the points that it passes through. What stays the same, the x's or the y's?
The X. No, the Y, sorry.
The y's stay the same, so therefore the equation is y equals 2. So let that roll through your brain. A horizontal line has an equation of y equals, not x equals, y equals, because the y's stay the same. So if I also plotted a point here, say I plotted 3, negative 1, and I drew a vertical line. Notice what stays the same on those points, the x's or the y's. The x's stay the same, so therefore the vertical line has the equation of x equals 3. So you guys will have moments during this class, you're like, why is a horizontal line y equals, and why is a vertical line x equals? This is the reason.
It's just how it goes.
Okay, it's just how it goes.
Oh, I probably.
What is true about the slopes of lines that are parallel? Same slope. So y equals 3x minus 2 and y equals 3x plus 5. Those lines are parallel because the slopes are the same. Perpendicular lines, y equals 2 over 5x plus 1. What is the relationship between lines that are perpendicular and their slopes?
They're exact opposites.
Close.
Reciprocal? Or
Put it together.
opposite reciprocal?
Opposite reciprocals. Y equals negative 5 halves x minus 3. The y-intercept doesn't matter, but just look at the slopes. They are opposite reciprocals. All right, let's go to work. Find the slope of the line through the following points. I want you, with the people next to you, go ahead and find the slope of these 4 lines. Go.
So, are we using the slope formula probably?
Amen, brother.
Holy smokes.
Oh, shoot. So it's negative 4. Bang. Are you ready for October? How much are October 24?
What?
You guys get negative 4 for the first one?
Yes. Oh my gosh, me too.
Good go, dude. Are we supposed to do all of them?
Yep, all 4.
Do all of them already. Jeez.
Negative 2 plus 2. Plus 2.
We talked some negative 2 minus 4.
Pause, take a glance. I got the first one to be a slope of -4. I got the last one to be a slope of -2/3. You good with those two? Let's talk about the middles. I've got -3 over 0. Somebody want to be bold and tell me what -3 divided by 0 is?
Zero. Or is it 1? Is it 1? It's 1. It's 1.
It's 0. You can't divide anything.
It might be 1.
Okay, so this is where I don't like, I never liked the classes where I was asked to just memorize stuff and then spit it back out. I wanted to understand. So this was a confusion during first hour as well. This has to sink in this moment. We've got to anchor this into our brains at this time. So suppose I have 0 on the top, suppose I have 0 on the bottom. What this is asking me to do is, suppose it was 6 divided by 3. We'd be saying, how many times do you add 3 to go into 6? You take 3 plus 3. That's why it's 2. Everybody agreed?
Yeah.
So when you get 0, the question is, how many 5s do you add before you get to 0? Okay? So if I start adding 5s, I'm over 0 already, aren't I? So I can't have any 5s at all. So if 0 is on the top, the answer is 0. Now, look at 0 on the bottom. This is 0 goes into 5. The question is, how many zeros do you add together before you get to 5? If I add 4 zeros, 5 zeros, is that enough? What if I had 100 zeros? What if I had 1 billion?
I have no idea.
You will never get it.
So therefore, we say undefined. This is a key point that's going to come up in this class all the time, as well as your next class, which is called calculus. If 0's in the denominator, it's undefined. If 0's in the top, it's 0. You must lock that in. Okay? It comes up all the time. Now, for those of you who are wondering, because I think that this is super interesting, I'll just take a shot. What is then 0 divided by 0?
1.
We would love to say it's 1.
It's not 1.
This is what we call an indeterminate value. Kind of like if you were to do infinity divided by infinity. Indeterminate. And this will not come up in this class. It won't come up in this class, but I tell you right now,
I don't even care that.
this is the investigation of calculus. And so it turns out that these, you could come up with 1. You could come up with 5. You could come up with infinity. You could come up with 0. You could come up with -pi. There's all sorts of values you can come up with. And the discovery of calculus is learning how to make that happen. It is pretty cool. We spend basically our entire year focusing on those two questions, which is, yeah, it's beautiful when all is said and done. Okay, so you've got that idea. So let's go back to this. So the slope of letter B is?
Indeterminate. No, undefined.
Undefined, thank you.
Nothing.
The slope of letter C is?
0.
0.
Give me that.
Now, here's the graphic organizer you got to keep within your brain. It looks like this. Slope is positive, slope is negative. Slope is 0, slope is undefined. So if you have a vertical line, the slope is undefined. So I see undefined, it must be a vertical line. Vertical lines, are they x equals or y equals? X.
Oh, what?
What is the x value that stays the same here?
-3.
-3. Slope of 0, that means it's a horizontal line. Are horizontal lines x equals or y equals? Y equals. What's the y value that doesn't change? -2.
Gosh, that is.
Look at that. We already wrote equations for lines, but they have slopes that are undefined and 0.
That's just crazy.
Craziness upside down.
Upside down.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't work. How does this work
Oh.
again? That's right. I gotta actually.
Hey, you.
Okay, so now we want to move on to kind of the second piece, which is to write equations for lines. Every time you write an equation for a line, you need two things. You need to be able to identify the slope and the point. And as you can see right here, they tell us that the slope is -3, and they tell us that the point is 3, 4. And we have this beautiful thing called point-slope form, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. That you need to remember. We simply just make use of that. We put in the 3, 4 for the point. We put in the -3 for the slope. Y minus 4 is equal to -3 times x minus 3. You place it into point-slope form. You're then going to turn that into slope-intercept form by distributing the -3. Y is equal to -3x plus 13.
Nice.
You go ahead, try letter B on your own. Okay? Write an equation for a line. Use your point slope.
Three times three. Oh.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's remember, what do you do with the fractions? We're going to distribute that -2/3 to be a -2/3 x. Then when you distribute -2/3 to -6, we multiply the top, we divide by the bottom. So -2 times -6 is 12, divided by 3 is 4. Go ahead and subtract that 1, we get -2/3 x plus 3.
I didn't do that, but I still got it right.
What did you do?
I just made it 6/1.
Yep.
And then multiplied. Is that the same exact thing, or?
It is. So you get -12 on top, you get 3 on the bottom.
So it's the same.
Yep, multiply the top, divide by the bottom. Good job. Okay, next one. This is the problem that before I used to get this on the test. Okay, people would leave me with that message. Folks, okay,
He's gonna
yeah.
stab himself with spoons in the eyes.
Well, and everybody thinks this is about the fact that you don't remember how to do it. That has nothing to do with it, folks, okay? This is everything. Is this the person who's giving their best effort?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. Don't do that to me, okay? I mean, the most important thing you can do is not be an A math student, but is to learn to give effort in all situations. Don't leave any problems on my test blank, okay? You deserve better than that, and so do I. I warned the students a few years ago about this because I said the same question will be eventually asked for the 8th and 9th grade class. This is a review. So if you give me the IDK with the sad face on the test, I've had to do this 3 times my time to be your teacher. But I call home and I tell them, I said, I don't think your kid should go to college. Hey, if the 8th and 9th graders are being asked to do this and you give me IDK, you think you think we should trust that person to go off with thousands of dollars to handle the time on their own?
No.
I say no, forget it.
No.
No. So that was a tough conversation to have. Parents were very thankful to have it. 2 of them, they did not go off to college. One of them did. They picked up their crap and they got it together. Every time, slope and a point. Kenzie, which point do you want? Do you want 2, -1, or do you want 4, -7? Which one?
2, -1.
2, -1. Awesome.
She's pissed now. How dare you?
Don't care.
So she chose 2, -1. I don't have the slope. They didn't give me the previous problem they did. How could we find the slope? Slope formula. I've got my y sub 2, which is -7, minus y sub 1, and I divide that by 4 minus 2. And I get a -6/2, which is -3. Once I get it to this point, we're home free, aren't we? We just go straight to our point slope form. Just identify your slope and your point, and then you're golden. Y plus 1 is equal to -3 times x minus 2. or y plus 1 is equal to negative 3x plus 6. I subtract the 1, y equals negative 3x plus 5. Nobody here is going to leave that problem blank. Nobody's going to give me the IDK. You know what I value. And so show me you know how to do it. Do letter D on your own. Again, if you make a mistake on the test, that's fine. I don't mind mistakes. Don't leave my problems blank. Zoe, what point did you choose?
14.
And you did that because you avoided the negative, didn't you? That's smart thinking. That's exactly what I would do too. I'm confident I know how to do with negative numbers, but if I make mistakes, it tends to be with a negative. So good choice. Then you did 3 minus negative 2 over 4 minus 5, and you got a 5 over negative 1. Negative 5 is that slope. She chose the 4, 3 because she wanted to remain positive and avoid the mistake. It's a good choice. If you chose the 5, negative 2, it comes out the same anyway. It doesn't matter. We got x minus 4. So y minus 3 is equal to negative 5x plus 20. And y is equal to negative 5x plus 23. Suppose somebody on the test, they mix up the 3 and the 4. Hey, it happens. Stuff happens. But at least get something down. Don't leave me with the sad face. Okay, here we go. Flip it over. Now I want to write an equation for a line that passes through 6, 1, and it has it's parallel to y equals 3x minus 4. So we always come back to this. As soon as we can get to slope and point, we're good to go. I know the coordinate is 6, 1, but it doesn't tell me the slope. It just tells me that it's parallel. Well, what is the relationship between the slopes and lines that are parallel?
They're the same.
They're the same. It's supposed to be a slope here. 3. Boom. Can we now not go through the rest of it? Can we agree everybody knows how to now do y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1? Like once you're there, you're good, right? Great. Question.
So you just take the 3 from right there.
Yeah, I saw it's parallel, so it's going to have the same slope as that guy. So I'm done.
Okay.
Whereas in this one, we'll get to where you are now, is that I need to write equation line that passes through the point 3, negative 2, or negative 3, 2, and is parallel to that. Well, Ledge, I can't look at that equation and just see exactly what the slope is. So what am I going to do to figure out the slope?
You're going to do some...
Put it into slope, intercept form. Negative 5y is equal to negative 3x plus 11. Divide by my negative 5. Y is equal to 3 over 5x minus 11 fifths. I now know the slope of this line. The slope of this line is 3 fifths. So what's going to be the slope of the line parallel to it? 3 fifths. And from there, you would be able to write the equation for the line. We're not going to do that because we know you know how to do that. We don't want to get redundant. Try to carry out letter G all on your own with your partner. See if you can come up with a perpendicular line. Kind of set you up to have success here. See what you can do. Try to carry it through.
So since it's perpendicular, you have to make it negative. So it's negative.
Good.
Now carry it through.
See if you write the equation in slope-intercept form to finish it off.
Oh, that's a slope. Oh, yeah. So I was reading that. Good. Yeah. Go.
You guys are smart. You're the hope of all humanity.
Yep, now go ahead and write the equation. Finish it all the way off.
Yeah, it's positive or negative. So I burn 2 gallons for total 10 gallons.
Yep.
So are you supposed to do the water?
Yep, there you go. Yep, you got it.
Oh, this is, so
Yep.
is this good now?
Yeah, but then go ahead and carry it through here. We're gonna check that together.
I did this school, so then I put them on top of my head. I have to replace my future, so.
All right, there we've got it. Y is 2x minus 1/2. This 1/2 has absolutely nothing to do with the problem. I could tell that the slope of that line is 2. Question.
Shouldn't that 4 be a negative 4x?
So what I chose to do is I chose to subtract the 1 over, so I got a 4x minus 1 is equal to 2y, which is what I have right here.
Okay.
But either way, no matter which side you put it on, you should come up with a positive 2.
Yeah.
Should come up with a positive 2. So the slope is going to be the opposite reciprocal. So you want a negative 1/2. So on the test, I could give you a point for that, okay? I could give you then a point for y plus 8 is equal to negative 1/2 times x minus 4, and then make sure that you're working it through from there on out. Y plus 8 equal to negative 1/2 x plus 2. Okay, that's it. Our last 2 problems are actually the easiest. They look complicated. I'm going to show you how easy they are. I'm going to give you a chance to kind of focus on that. Did I make a mistake?
You definitely need to calculate.
All right, so this is usually one of the highest scoring tests of the year, okay? I want you to talk to the person next to you and say, what is your goal score out of 100, okay, as a percentage? What is your goal score on this next test? Go, talk. Talk to the person next to you. What do you need?
100.
I'm with you on that one.
I want to do it. But I can't.
We need a 97.
99.
And you can do it.
We messed up the last time.
Okay. So my daughter, she's a sophomore right now at Bethel. I remember she was a freshman. No, she was a sophomore. She was playing basketball, and that day at the free throw line, she went 1 for 5. Okay. Should I be mad at her for going 1 for 5 and having a bad day?
No.
I was. Do you know why? I was mad because she was upset. You see, she thought that she should make those free throws, even though she didn't shoot any free throws over the summer. Should you expect to make the shots if you
No.
never practice them at all?
No.
And I had to tell her, I said, Kiera, basketball doesn't care if you're a nice kid. Basketball doesn't care what your GPA is. Basketball cares if you go out and you take 15,000 free throws. Like, don't be upset if you didn't make them if you never practiced them. I know it sounds kind of harsh, but am I right?
Yes.
You're darn right I'm right. And so here's the deal. You've got a goal, good for you. Don't be mad if you don't reach your goal, if you don't do the work of making sure that you practice with that study guide, get your homework done. Study guide will be here tomorrow. I hope you reach your goal. I love it when you guys crush my tests. I just love it. And so I would love it if you guys, half of you got 100%. Make my day, okay? Be awesome. We finished with these 2 problems, okay? There's a line that passes through pi root of 2 and parallel to y equals 4,123. Okay, Ben, do these problems look tough?
No.
They don't? All right, Ben ain't afraid. Jacob, a little bit uneasy when he sees crazy numbers?
Yeah.
Let's see through the numbers. It wants a line that's parallel to this. Jacob, what kind of line, or anybody, what kind of line is y equals a number? What kind of line is it?
Straight
It's a horizontal line. Right? So I want to write what kind of lines are parallel to horizontal lines?
Horizontal.
Horizontal lines. So I'm going to write a new equation of y equals. It's just going to be y equals. Anybody know what y value is going to pass through?
Probably pi, root of 2.
That's square root of 2.
Just going to go through the root of 2. That's it.
That was tough.
It's a horizontal line. Okay, go through there. Try next one on your own. Talk with the person next to you. See if you get the next one.
It's a parallel line or.
Oh, wait.
So it's a vertical line, not horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
So like that. So it's gonna be.
No, it's not. Why? That's the Y value.
But we took the X. Oh, no. It is.
Okay, I heard it. It's a vertical line. What kind of lines are parallel to vertical lines? Vertical lines. So is it going to be x equals or y equals? X equals. And what is the x value it goes through? 6 to the pi power. Now, suppose that there was a slight change. Suppose instead of saying parallel, I said it is perpendicular. You tell me, what kind of lines are perpendicular to vertical lines? Horizontal lines of y equals. So then it would be y equals
Cube root of 19.
cube root of 19. Okay? So I get it, the numbers, they may look complicated, but conceptually, not too bad. You guys are ready to start that homework? You guys are done with this unit? You're ready for a study guide tomorrow? You're ready to rock my test next week, Tuesday? You're ready for an awesome week of homecoming? That does not involve shooting each other in the face and keying each other's cars.
What if that happens?
What if it just naturally happens?
Okay, I just want to say, I said shoot each other's face and key each other's cars. Everybody was pretty serious about it, except these two. They started to laugh about it.
Come on, guys.
Everybody point to the people in the class who are most likely to shoot each other in the face and key cars.
Right there. They're right there. I
All
see
right.
them, and they're right there. They're right over there.
Is this a point where we see something, say something? Should I call admin right now?
Yes.
Get Dibble up here.
Yes.
All right.
Get Akon up here.
Darn right, we get Akon up here. Put some people in jail.
Jail cell. In the cell.
What?
Landry, have you ever been to jail?
Yep, that's from yesterday. So this is just a review of what you do.
Sam,
So this is a review twice.
Jacob told me you've been twice. Jacob's been 3 times.
Yep.
What?
You can do it.
Yeah.
Jake, what did you do? We good?
I
Yes, 1.10 lines. Yep.
I didn't know.
That's all right.
So, y is equal to 2 plus x.
I have something, I don't have those.
Okay. I'm gonna start one, maybe two.
I'm gonna, just because it's fresh in my mind. No, it's not. So, don't tell me no. You're stupid. I'm not dumb, but you're stupid.
You're SEMA?
He's wearing an SPR hat, he's seen.
You're SEMA.
Houston, you're SEMA?
He is skibbity though.
What do you, you're, where's the pie? So you just right here, do these ones and like do the exchange.
I do have to do that. I do need to do the papers.
I already forgot what to do.
I don't know if I'm doing this right.
Probably need calc.
I'm using a calc.
Well, how are you doing it now? Oh, then you're probably doing it right.
The equation.
I don't know.
It could be count.
It's on the calc, so I'm putting it down.
With the points that are given
Over 5 equals 2 with -4.
5 does indeed equal 2, that is what I got, yes.
Oh, hi Jake. Are you looking for a calc?
I don't need a calculator.
Wait, who wouldn't be looking for accounts?
Because when you start using bigger numbers, you need to have.
Are you looking for this answer?
No.
Oh, I do have it up over the number.
Look.
What up, big dog?
Oh, yeah.
So to find,
Biggest.
to find,
Oh.
find these answers, would I put them into that?
Yeah, you can, or you just go to your table, so second table. Just type in 2 negative 10 over 3. Got it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
How you doing over here, boys? Questions?
Those are done to find.
Ben.
Yeah.
So if it's
I
0
like
on
your-
top,
I like
it's
your
0.
gift.
I got 3 over there.
So if it's 0 on bottom, it's fine.
Well, it seemed to like relate to
Comment.
comments.
So this
You know,
question
like,
is.
it kind of showed like the typical action from.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, that's why it says using graphic calculator provided a table of values. So you just go here and you go to table. You just type it right there. So you just type in 2, it'll spit out the value.
1 over 3.
Yeah, so you just got to type that in. Type this in your y equals.
That bad?
Homework. Table off. I don't have to code this, but.
20?
Didn't you quit that?
5.
Oh, wow. Dum, dum, dum.
Minus.
I say during the game, you just go up there and start busting it down with them.
Honestly, yeah. I'm just gonna leave my volleyball there home all day.
Hey, Ben,
Have to.
Cooper said he's going football next year.
Ben, and I'm there, you gotta join.
Forever.
John.
The full recruit is on. John Leland is joining too.
That is what I heard.
John's joining.
Jay
John
Lely.
Leland.
get that?
Jay Lely, where's Jay Lely?
Well, you guys.
Jay Lely, pop out
Get that?
forever. I forgot how to do this.
Remember?
I did do this.
That's why I got
You
you.
did.
So we
No,
already
no, no,
have
how-
y
no,
equals
go to y
mx.
I'll do it.
So y
You guys
equals,
have
I'm
to-
gonna look for the slope. Slope is the
Are you
rise.
talking about
to the
how your
bump.
graph?
Yeah, why is my graph
Rise
different?
Because you
to
have
the
to-
four.
You have to do the.
No, but why is it different than
The
yours?
y
So
intercept
it's
passes
starting from this point.
from 3, yeah.
Okay.
What did I?
Is that
what did
it?
I click? I clicked
So then
one.
what is this point for? You don't
I
need
don't
it.
know. But I clicked one of
If
them.
you
Oh, no,
wanted to
no,
count,
I
you could
changed
count
my
1,
thing. I
2,
went to
3.
this and I made
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everything 100?
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
doesn't
no,
matter
no,
which
no.
point you go
That's
from,
all
you
of
got a
them.
couple
I
points.
did it match.
Better?
Why did you make them 100?
Because the graph's big.
Thank you.
Why is it so big?
Because pi.
Look for this guy right here.
Oh.
Good, you have 3/4 of y is equal
But then
to
you zoom,
See, I
So
was.
the y intercept is 3 plus.
and then zoom in. So
What?
See that?
Well,
Y intercept right there. So 3.
Okay, table?
Oh,
No, wait, what, how'd you go there? How'd you get there? How'd you get there?
no, I didn't like that.
Give me the.
Scott, you got the answers you didn't tell me.
100.
Oh.
No, that's just a 100.
I can't go.
Ben, did you know Danica's
Couple
left-handed?
of inches.
I did not.
Did you know?
Are you serious?
Did you know why? Have you ever heard that left-handed people can't be trusted?
Addie's like this too.
You left-handed too?
Yeah.
Watch this. Let's stand on up. Here, let me show you. Okay, suppose Ledger and I are both right-handed, okay? We're gonna shake hands here, okay? We're gonna shake hands, okay? Now, here's why left-handed people can't be trusted, okay? Now grab your sword, okay? Grab your sword. You grab your sword with your right hand, not your left hand. Grab your sword, okay? So if we're gonna like use our swords against each other, yep, exactly, okay? All right, okay? But we're not gonna use our swords. Put your sword away, okay? Put your sword away. Shake hands. So this is our good hand. When we're shaking hands, that's our sign that we are not using our swords. However, the sneaky left-handed person would go to shake with their right hand, knowing they still had their left hand usable, and they grab their sword. In old times, yeah. Left-handed people killing people with swords with their left hand. I'm serious.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real. And if you're a sneaky right-hander but you're ambidextrous, you still
Yeah.
go with the left.
Yeah.
Oh, I just used 0. I was so confused.
When I do
I had
intersection,
You're smart.
Okay, okay. Intersections when you have two graphs. Like here you have one, so you're not using intersection, you're using your 0, you look forward, cross, and you have axis. See the difference?
What?
Okay, do it again, do it again.
There's no points on this one, Dresh.
What?
No points on this one. Where's the points at? Let me see that. Give me that. Where's the points on this?
You gotta cross, using your left and right, you gotta go from below to above or what, and then just shoot that better. You got it.
The signal.
And then the next one's x equals 2.
Left-handed Danica. Look out.
Vertical line.
My wife said
So, we always shoot it. I first got married, she was always like, I would sit on the left side. So you guys say, right?
Does anyone know what's for lunch today?
I do.
I know what it is.
I know what it
I cannot say it. Someone lost that.
There's an extreme bet.
Wait, I gotta hear this. Tacos?
No.
If it's a taco, I'm literally gonna,
That is a bet. On which day long time will be served. Yeah. It is today.
Today's the day?
Today's
Who wins?
Nora, powder pop. We'll see. I think Cooper. Check out. What's up? And powder pop. Real quick. Are we going from cookie then?
Huh?
Are we going from cookie then yet? Yes. Healy's coming. Healy's coming? What about wait? I'm there. We're boosting and we're boosting back. Yeah, we gotta get
From all the way to Crumble and going
we have
back?
to get crumble cookie.
Why?
Jacob's fat.
What about the flavors this week are so bad?
Yeah, no, it's like cheesecake.
I thought they were nasty. I thought they were like goated this week.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure this week they look
Yeah, I saw it.
like good. Maybe I felt someone's like. One was like pumpkin. Yeah, pumpkin caramel. That was so good. That is like one of my favorites. 1984 is. Wait, Sophie, how far are you in 1984? I haven't read it. But yeah, it's getting so good.
I can't believe this heavy.
How was
You didn't eat any of the apples I gave you.
Because
How
I
dare you.
thought they were decorations.
They're not. They're
I gave it
apples.
to you. Okay, so you put it on free.
Hello, everybody.
I think Betty.
How was English history?
I didn't know if you're good or not, so I had to test. It's getting hard.
I don't know if it's really. I mean, I think it's Tuesday.
Good for you.
Come on, look at this.
I'm gonna get an extension.
Good, good, yeah.
Doesn't take rules.
What is it?
I don't know. All I know, I've got a room game Monday and Tuesday.
All Jenna told me
Yes.
is, you guys just take your thesis.
She wasn't even over the line. He had something like this.
It's like comparing all the words.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like they're doing the thing.
First of all, you want to see
I had no.
So
I actually had no.
You sure?
And so if you only
Ben, are you gonna be square? He's gonna be square.
Oh my god, I was so wishing it would be canceled. I was so wishing it would be canceled. There was like a 64% chance of a thunderstorm at 7, and now it's at like 5.
No.
So it's not gonna get canceled, which means
Well, maybe
I'm gonna-
it is. Let's pray.
really
Should I show this to Gens? Because he's.
I
I'm gonna say, we
really-
start at 4:45, and if thunderstorms are happening at 5, tennis will
Yeah.
not be happening.
And so that the other.
I wanted to cancel so
Wait,
bad.
Ben, maybe.
So bad I
maybe-
wanted to
hey,
cancel.
Ben,
Oh my
hey,
god, I
hey,
don't want to
listen.
play anymore. I'm done with this season. I'm so
Maybe
done with
we'll
this
not do very hot, we'll play 5 sets, and you guys will get done early because you'll beat the crap out of them, and then you can give them much time to
season.
go
We're not winning, it's Northfield. We're gonna get slammed. It's gonna be really bad. It's not gonna be fun. And I'm gonna sit there for 2 hours. My legs are gonna hurt afterwards. My heels are gonna hurt. And I'm gonna need to go home and probably do schoolwork or something.
It's the best team.
I'm not gonna be happy.
Yeah, Ben, sorry,
Not
I didn't.
fun.
Ben told me
8
to
to
do
nothing.
Christmas out.
We got slammed the whole time.
Oh, you guys
It's
pick
just
the
tiring.
teams.
It's
Well,
like-
Ben, I always text Ben like, see you tomorrow night, because I see about any ideas.
Because I don't know what to say. And I ask my teammates and they always say, oh yeah, strip soccer. That's what they always say. Or it's something along those lines.
Soccer already had jersey, but I
They
didn't want to do
said
anything.
blackface out last time.
That is awful.
It's not any of the white kids saying it, don't worry.
Yeah, well, that.
Still.
I would encourage you to try to get to your.
They're so
Especially after going
stupid.
through, I know my older daughter.
But they're still good.
Hey, the
They're all doing good.
volleyball photo looks
No, it's not.
It'd be one of the best things next week. Like it is.
I feel like.
I knew you were gonna say
I'm asking you.
Yeah, good. Roll that ball. Roll that ball.
Let me see it, let me see it. Did I look dumb? That was like last year. I probably threw balls poverty. Now I'm gonna go to throwing balls. Convince some of the yearbook kids. Convince some of the yearbook kids.
Yeah, Sarah had like.
They appreciate it.
I have played one, but I don't know if you want to use.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yep.
Absolutely. Patriots.
Absolutely.
Folks, I have an important announcement to make. Gunnar is going to college. Give it up for Gunnar. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna go. Huh? We don't know yet, but he definitely loved his visit to Minnesota yesterday.
Him and Max, they could be roommates.
What? That would be perfect. Go. Make it happen.
Do you want to play? Do you want to play in the band?
Oh,
I have a marching band. So
Heck yeah.
sign me up.
Heck yeah.
Sign me up.
Wait, are you playing in the band at your college?
I am not.
Wow.
I'm ready to move on. What?
We
Sorry.
should have been more careful. Like,
With who? With
well,
what?
just with those two. He wants a quiet room.
Oh, Max is pretty loud.
And that's the problem. You know what I mean?
But they could practice their instruments together.
Woo! That would be awesome.
Even
You
though
keep
they
it down in there.
Yeah, the
Whole
person
floor's
across the
gonna
hall
hate
is
that.
gonna hate that.
Literally next door on.
I'm pretty sure they have a rule that you can't practice your instrument in your college dorm.
Hold
Because
on,
they
idea.
have so many practice rooms in like their band suites that you don't need to.
Mattress against the door.
But the walls are literally paper thin.
Yeah, it's the walls that
But
are
what
an issue. It's
mattress
who your neighbors.
Your bed mattress are gonna take it off.
And I think it's totally fine to decide, is there a point where you stop playing? So,
I
my
don't
daughter,
think it's my choice, I just don't think I'm good enough to do. So she wants to.
I
No.
understand that too.
No, I don't want to.
I understand that too.
It's just the.
I love it in high school, I'm just like ready for something different.
Yeah,
It's okay.
there's that time. There's that time where
Yeah.
you set things down and you have to move on. And so, yeah. Hey, I graded your tests. Do you want to see it?
Yeah. Right now, please.
I just got 100%, guys.
Have you
Except
seen
that
the
I actually realized that my calculator was in the wrong one, I think.
Have you seen the video?
Which one's it
Can you-
supposed to
can you
be
break
in
down this
again?
problem?
Can,
Yeah.
can I ask you a question first, a current events question for me,
I
guys?
want to make that.
Have you guys heard the walkie-talkie thing?
Oh, the whatever where they all blew up or whatever.
With pagers?
It was
Yeah.
pagers, yeah.
So like, so Israel is at war with Hamas, which is a terrorist group that's supported by Iran, right? And then you have Hezbollah, which is a terrorist group in Lebanon that's to the north of Israel that's also supported by Iran. Okay, So the people that are kind of causing some of the terror acts against Israel, they are not carrying cell phones because they don't want to be located via their cell phone. So instead, they're using walkie-talkies and pagers. So Israel got some walkie-talkies and pagers and implanted bombs inside of them, and then sold them to the, eventually to the terrorists.
So smart.
So the terrorists. So yesterday, so the terrorists didn't matter where they were, whether they're in their house, whether they're out and about, or whether they're in the grocery store. Like Israel, like hit the button and like there were 1,000 of them went off. 20 people died and like 500 people are injured and stuff. And I'm not taking joy in any of that, but it's kind of breaking news. Like it's different. You know what I mean? And so I find the Middle East fascinating, but I had this question. I realized second hour didn't know this. Do you know why tensions are so heavy?
No.
Yeah.
Because of
The Holy
Strip
Land.
or the
When
because they're trying to take possession of the Gaza.
Israel.
Right?
Yeah.
Strip. I actually don't know.
Well,
So this is Israel in old historical times. This section is the Gaza Strip, which is not Israel, okay, occupied by many Palestinians, okay, and without a doubt at this time, Hamas is operating mainly out of that area. Hezbollah is to the north, but then this area, okay, so you got like Jerusalem. Jerusalem is like right here, okay, and then this area right here is owned by, I can't remember who, but basically you have two groups of people. You have Muslims and you have Jewish people, okay? Muslims and Jews, okay? We've all heard that before, right?
Yep.
So there's a conflict of interest. What is in Jerusalem?
The temple.
The temple. Was that a big thing to the Israel people?
Yeah.
Huge thing, right? So there was a temple, okay, at big building, yada yada, offer sacrifices, the whole deal, right? What happened to the temple?
Destroyed by the Babylon.
But it was rebuilt.
By Ezra in Germany.
Exactly. Now that you have that, in like 500 AD, there was a person by the name of Muhammad. People know who this was?
Yeah.
And he led the first jihad, holy war, into Jerusalem. Temple torn down. And what did they build on the temple? Dome of the Rock. Which is for the Nation of Islam. And here you have the Jewish temple. Literally on the foundation of the Jewish temple sits the Dome of the Rock. Anybody see how this could be a conflict of interest? Yeah. So understand the challenge here. The people of Islam would like this to be all their land so that they can have that space to themselves. Do you think they're going to be able to tell the Jewish people to get out of Israel? Absolutely not. The Israel people would like to have their temple back. Do you think they could knock down the Dome of the Rock? Absolutely not. In fact, there's a sect of Jewish people that are Messianic Jews. Messianic Jews believe that in order for the Messiah to come and for the religion to be fully restored, that the temple first must be resurrected and built. And so in order for their religion to be fulfilled, this has to be gone. They literally have caves underneath the ground, tunnels where Jewish people are able to walk through and reach out and put their hand on the temple foundation just to get close to it, be able to pray. But you can see the conflict of interest, can't you? It is heavy. I don't see any way around it. Like I don't know how that ever gets resolved. I don't think it ever does. I think either if the nation of Israel was moved out or if the Dome of the Rock was mowed down, I think we would have World War III. So huge deal, absolute. But understand the historical perspective. So important to understanding the Middle East, you guys. So important, and that's why I wish we had a world religions course here at the school. Here is your scores. Look at that. A quarter of the people scored 35 out of 35. Pat yourselves on the back. You are really, 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 really smart. Way to go, way to go, way to go, way to go. Half of you guys scored a 33 or higher. And 3/4 of everybody scored 90% or higher. Nice job.
Okay, that's good.
I really don't have anything to say about the test other than to hand them back. You are super smart. You're the best, Very proud of you. Fun to see your hard work.
Yes, I never figured out how to do that thing on my calculator.
You didn't?
No.
No.
That's like,
No, not even close.
I
Nobody
just
lives in
forgot.
As if you don't know that.
That's my project.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Guesstimated.
How many?
Top 10 in.
Hey, don't talk about my friend like that.
Can the class work?
Yeah, get out of here, Axel. Everybody tell Axel to leave.
Bye, Axel.
Bye. You're not welcome here, Axel.
Leave.
Sophie and Brecken, I have not graded yours yet.
Dang. Now we see who Mr. Gens's least favorites are in the class.
Well, we all gotta have one, huh?
Mine is great.
Or two.
Oh. That was a good one.
Mhm. You didn't get what I
What?
said.
I didn't.
I said, so is yours not graded?
No, mine is graded. Yours makes no sense.
In psych grade, it used to think we're like if we're similar.
I know
to
your life
differences.
cards.
So me and Ben.
How many lines have you saved?
We did like music taste, illnesses.
Hey,
Abby thinks it's so
we learned about
funny.
diabetes today in our CNA class.
Oh my
I thought you
goodness!
could
That's the only reason that you think of bed?
No, no. Actually, we're
I hate when I'm
because one of the
grouped
side
into your
effects.
stereotypes.
One of the side effects was excessive hunger.
Yes, I do get hungry when I'm low.
What if you called it diabetes instead? Why diet?
Wait, what's the technical logical term for it? It's
Diabetes mellitus.
Oh no.
Wait, what's the difference between type 1 and type 2?
Oh my gosh, I got the X right.
Mellitus.
Type 2, your
Wait, it was
body
like-
can't process insulin. Type 1,
It
your
was like
body
one
can't
line.
make insulin.
Oh, yeah, I can't.
The only thing I felt bad about, and I'm sorry about this, number 5, it does say use your calculator to find the zero, and some people forgot to use their calculator to find the zero, so.
Wait, I got the 0 right and I
What'd you
literally
get?
guessed.
Let's see.
That's impressive.
Okay, I had to make sure.
Wait,
Yeah, I know, but like.
They do yours.
Oh, because I forgot to keep that line.
The answer to the extra credit, a few people got it, I think it's negative 11x plus 7.
I have no clue how you even do it.
I literally wrote limit. I'm not doing this. I erased it and I just decided not to do
Did you
it.
try the bonus question?
That's it, good job, folks.
Did anybody here get it
So I actually
right?
got 34 and a half on 45, but I turned it.
Oh, you actually got 33 and a half.
No, 34 because I got a bonus point.
Via Mr. Gens's help, you get 34 and a half, right?
No, with my own knowledge, I was the one who turned in my own study guide.
Yeah.
If I didn't turn it in, that would have been on my own.
Yep, grade should be really good right now, and your Riverland grade will be an average of all 4 quarters. So you want your first quarter grade to go nice and good. Second quarter definitely gets a little bit more challenging.
That's okay.
So if you fall on second quarter.
These get degrees.
Keep these grades up, people.
Yeah.
Do you want to get degrees too?
Hey.
You didn't have
Everybody
liars.
talks. Are we serious right now?
Who, Tootsie?
Yeah.
Actually,
It was like years
Oh, I
and
couldn't
years.
see it.
It was
There
years
it
and years and
What
years.
is sponsored
I
by
guess I
Crunch
just
already?
looked at what was hot.
Tootsie's very alive right now.
wait,
She's
Crunch
kicking
guy,
it.
the Crunch guy.
Yes.
Oh, remind me to give you half a point back.
I like crunching more.
Yeah, they're all after candy
Wait.
bars. Hershey's.
Crunch was really like
Crunch.
obese.
Good job, good job, good job.
He had crumbs.
He was big bones. He was big bones. He was very fluffy. This is actually.
Liam's
Although his
is
fur
so
wasn't that fluffy.
And like,
Because it's like,
Otis, Odysseus, have you guys seen Gus lately? It's bad.
I remember when he first got Gus and brought him to a baseball game.
I
he
feel
was, like,
really
so
bad.
close.
Gus is skin and bones right
he's
now.
what? The game.
Just Gus is skin and bones
What? I
right
thought you
now. And
meant-
Pretty quiet with those.
he barely is
Yeah.
in. Otis maybe, not Gus. He's slimmed down. He's slimmed down in like the past year or two. They've been
I own a dog.
they've been having like death scares with him for literally like over
What?
2 years.
No.
Like, yeah, Liam will
Guess what
every
I
time
get to do
be like,
during my
yeah,
break
Gus is
time?
gonna die here.
I get to get my license.
I know,
Yes.
yes.
You do not want.
Gens, do you have a dog?
Oh, yeah.
How many?
Yeah, he's
I
got
got
that
one.
Yeah, remember
one,
he
yeah.
shares about the one dog.
I got Talia.
Oh, yeah.
What dog?
She is a beast.
It's a boxer, right?
Hey,
She is a boxer.
Would you
She
rather-
will kill you.
would you rather 3 kids or a pair of twins that are stuck at the head?
I have a really good would you rather.
3 kids?
Yeah.
What kind of questions?
Evie, what?
She asks everybody this, and it's such a stupid question.
You basically have, okay, you basically have 2 kids, like, but they're come in one package because they're stuck together, or would you rather 3 kids?
3
Do
kids.
you know what they called them at first? Siamese.
That's like a thing,
But that's not what they're called.
That's not what they're
In our-
called.
Joined at the head.
We had in our community, I could bring pictures if you want to. In our community growing up, we had conjoined twins.
Yeah.
They had, it was, there was 2 arms,
Urban Dictionary.
2 legs, 2 heads, 2 hearts, 4 lungs, 2 stomachs, but then the intestines started to come together. They had 3 kidneys,
Oh.
3 kidneys. I think that they had 1 pancreas. But yeah, so they just started to,
How does that work?
that's crazy. And so this was a situation where there's no way that you would ever separate them. But yeah, they're in our community. They're on Oprah Winfrey Show and all
Do
sorts
you
of
know
stuff.
who, what's his name? He has a book, his name's Ben, I think. Ben, he ran for president like 8 years ago.
Yeah, Ben Carson? Ben
Yes,
Carson? Yeah.
yes, didn't he write a book about conjoined twins? 'Cause
I'm
wasn't
not
he a
sure.
doctor?
Yeah, he's a doctor.
Yeah, he wrote a book about like my dad read it, I don't know
Okay.
if I'm talking about this, but.
Ben Carson, good dude.
Yeah.
Very good dude. Yeah, conjoined twins, real thing. Saw it on the internet.
Me too.
Her dogs are all.
Why are you putting your dogs on Evie and I? That
I
is
was
like,
just-
that is dang near assault.
Stay near inappropriate.
That is
Don't tell him.
inappropriate. Yeah, I'm locking in. Taney, do you know what Nevaeh did during math class today? She was putting her feet on